Hi there, this is Dr. Jason Tripp. I'm a chiropractor and a naturopath right here in Hermitage, Pennsylvania. And today we're talking about fibromyalgia. Oh, it's such a horrible condition if somebody has fibromyalgia. What most people have been told is that you can't get better. There's nothing that you can do. Just learn to live with it. Here's a medication to try. And I'm going to tell you that's not necessarily true. I've helped so many people with fibromyalgia. When I first started with this, I didn't know how to help the fibromyalgia. So I went and took 4 years of training on how to reverse fibromyalgia. And you can absolutely do it. Most people don't know there's a specific test for fibromyalgia that you can do. There's treatments that you can do to help reverse the cause of it. Almost always, it's a combination of neurologic, meaning something either brain or spinal and spinal nerves. So those three things, brain, spine, or spinal nerves. That's number one. And number two, it's metabolic. What does that mean? There's a nutritional component, some type of either deficiency or some type of toxicity that's causing it. So we address fibromyalgia with 4 different things. Number one, we're going to check your nervous system, your brain, your spine, your nerves as they come out, and we're looking to see what the problem is. So that's number one. Is there something physical going on? Number two, we're going to look at nutrition. Is nutrition a problem? There's a blood test you can do to find out if you're deficient. I don't know if you know, but even just one deficiency of vitamin D can cause up to 1,500 different diseases. So having multiple deficiencies can lead to stuff like fibromyalgia. So when we're looking at fibromyalgia, you want to check the nervous system. You want to check the deficiencies. Next, you want to check and see if there is a allergy or sensitivity. Now, an allergy, it means you eat a peanut or a piece of lobster or fish or something and you swell up and you have a reaction now. When you have a sensitivity, you don't have that reaction right away. You have it within a few days. You don't have it immediately. And most people who have fibromyalgia had it later. That's that sensitivity reaction. Now, and that was my case. I had fibromyalgia symptoms and chronic fatigue that goes with it. I had those symptoms mostly because of the food sensitivities that I had. I did the test and I had 72 food sensitivities. It was ridiculous how bad that was. And so I had to stop eating 72 of my favorite foods in order to get better. Was it worth it? Absolutely. I had 72 food allergies, gladly give up 72 of my favorite foods to feel better. And I feel much better. I feel great. And I want you to as well. You don't have to keep suffering with fibromyalgia. I didn't. I'm not going to keep suffering with fibromyalgia. I don't want you to, but you got to find out. You got to see what's actually going on. So number one, neurologic, and I was addressing that all along. Number two, deficiencies. I had deficiencies I had to correct. Number three was the food sensitivities. Every single fibromyalgia patient that we've tested has had at least one food sensitivity. It makes more inflammation, makes more pain, it makes your muscles hurt all over your body. And so that's a huge one. And the last one is a toxicity. It can be a general toxicity or even heavy metal toxicity. And I find that for fibromyalgia, it's very common to have both of those. Toxicity general and specific heavy metal toxicity. And I would say the majority of cases have all 4. They have neurologic something in the nervous system. They have deficiencies, more than one usually, at least one food sensitivity and some type of toxicity. And most of the time we find at least one heavy metal. That's why it's such a severe thing. If you've been struggling with fibromyalgia, I want to have some dialogue here. So put yes, I have fibromyalgia down in the comment section. If you have questions, something I didn't answer, obviously this is a short video, something I didn't answer, then I want you to put yes, I have a question, I have fibromyalgia, and here's my question. And I'll get back to you as soon as I can. So do whatever it takes to get your body back on the right road. The worst thing I've seen with fibromyalgia, loss of hope. They're told you have to live with it and there's nothing you can do. If you're watching this video and it's not for you, if you don't have fibromyalgia but you're watching for somebody else, I want you to encourage them to watch the video. There's hope. That's the primary thing you got to get across is there's hope. There's something that can be done if you address it in all 4 categories. But you got to do all 4. And I've seen people who did 3 or 2 or even just one category, it didn't work. All 4 categories is what it takes if you want to reverse the symptoms of your fibromyalgia. So if you're interested in find out more about fibromyalgia and how to reverse those symptoms, I want you to give office a call at 724-342-2225, and I'd be glad to talk to you some more about how to do it. Leave a comment in the section below if you want some more information or a question answered, or just call the office and I'll talk to you privately. 724-342-2225. This is Dr. Jason Tripp, and I'll talk to you soon.